Throughout the 2021 Olympic season, we have already seen amazing performances across the board, some world records and all-time best marks, both on the track and in the field. So, with just a few days away until the Olympic Games kick off in Tokyo, Japan, let's take a look at some events that might possibly see world records go down at those Olympic Games. First off, let's talk about the 400-meter hurdles. On the women's side, we have already seen Sydney McLaughlin from the United States run a world record of 51.90 seconds at those US Olympic trials. She was already coming into the year with a personal best of 52.23 seconds, but now taking down that world record and looking like she is really improving, she is definitely a threat to improve upon her personal best and bring that world record down further into the 51-second range. Right behind her, though, we have Dalilah Muhammad. She of course broke the world record on 2 occasions in 2019, running 52.20 seconds and 52.16 seconds. Already having run 52.4 seconds behind McLaughlin's world record, she is definitely improving as well, recovering from injury, and might push McLaughlin to that world record and may even be able to get under it herself. We also have to note Femke Bol from the Netherlands. She has run 52.37 seconds this year, one of the most drastic improvements that we've seen from any athlete in the event, so she has to be in contention not only for a medal, but also potentially to push these ladies further down into world record territory. Now, still on the 400-meter hurdles, we have the men's side where Karsten Warholm, also like McLaughlin, has already taken down the world record, running 46.70 seconds, breaking that world record set by Kevin Young all the way back in 1992, which was the oldest standing track world record in the sport. Now, he's definitely going to be pushing to potentially go even faster, but Rai Benjamin from the US is going to be on his heels. At the US Olympic trials, Benjamin ran 46.83 seconds, just off that previous world record by Kevin Young, so he is definitely going to be looking to push Karsten Warholm and potentially surpass him for that gold medal and maybe that world record. We also have to keep note of Samba, who has a personal best of 46.98 seconds. He's been dealing with injuries, but if he gets back healthy, he might be a factor here as well. Of course, Dos Santos and McMaster have been running fast throughout the season and might factor into pushing this race into world record territory. Now, keeping things in the hurdles, we have the men's 110-meter hurdles, and the one person who is definitely on world record watch is Grant Holloway from the United States. The world record held by Aries Merritt at 12.80 seconds, set all the way back in 2012, is really in jeopardy. Grant Holloway ran 12.81 seconds at the US Olympic trials, just 1/100th of a second off that world record. So if he gets in form and he hits his hurdles right, he is definitely going to be on potential watch to get under that 12.8 second barrier. Now, moving into the field events, we have to talk about the women's triple jump. Inessa Kravitz has the world record at 15.50 meters, set all the way back at the 1995 World Championships. But Yulimar Rojas from Venezuela has been absolutely dominating the event for the past couple years. Already this year, she has jumped 15.43 meters in the triple jump, number 2 all time, just 7 centimeters away from that world record. And recently at the Monaco Diamond League, she had a very large foul, which was way past the world record, but she was just over the board. So keep a lookout for her. She has been very consistent over 15 meters, and she might just hit a big one when we get to Tokyo. Keeping it in the field events, that men's pole vault is always on watch. Now, Mondo Duplantis, he already owns that world record at 6.18 meters, set back during the indoor season of 2020. Of course, he's been jumping over 6 meters consistently throughout the year, has a best of 6.10 meters this year, but he has been going for that world record of 6.19 meters almost at every single competition. He unfortunately hasn't been successful, but with that great competition at Tokyo, he's going to be pushed by Sam Kendricks, Renola Villanine, and a couple other guys. This may be the moment that Duplantis not only gets his gold medal, but also gets that world record. Now, from the pole vault over to the shot put, we have Ryan Krauser, who just recently broke the world record in this event, throwing 23.37 meters, one of the greatest performances in the field events that we have seen in a long time. Now, Krauser is looking to potentially improve upon that. He has been extremely extremely consistent in the 22-meter range. This has been a long time coming, but this 23.37 meters is not it. He definitely has a lot more to come, but he's going to have some competition. Joe Kovacs, the 2019 world champion, he has a best of 22.91 meters, and right behind him, Tom Walsh also has a best of 22.90 meters. So Krauser is definitely going to get pushed here, but I think another world record is definitely in the cards. Now, for the final field event, we have the men's javelin. The world record is held by Jan Zelezny at 98.48 meters, but Johannes Vetter from Germany, he has been extremely consistent, teetering on getting closer and closer to that world record over the past few seasons. He has a personal best of 97.76 meters, but even this year, he has thrown 96.29 meters. So he is in very close range, just about 2 meters off that world record from his best this year. So keep a lookout for what he's able to do at the Tokyo Olympics. For our final world record that I think might be possible is the women's 4x100 meter relay. Now, I know this record is extremely tough, 40.82 seconds set by the United States back at the 2012 Olympic Games, that famous pose by Carmelita Jeter crossing the line, pointing at the clock. But I think the Jamaican women here have a very good chance to maybe, if not get close, but surpass that record based on the performances that we've seen. Of course, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is in the form of her life, having run 10.63 seconds already this year. But we also have Elaine Thompson. She has run 10.71 seconds this year, also has a personal best from back in 2016 of 10.70 seconds. In addition to that, we have Sharika Jackson, who has really stepped things up in the 100-meter dash, running 10.77 seconds. We also can't forget about Brianna Williams, 10.97 seconds to finish fourth at those Jamaican trials. On the back burner, they also have Natasha Morrison, who has run 10.87 seconds. So the ladies from Jamaica, all their personal bests really line up to really attack this world record, but they're going to have to get things right, and there's going to be some competition in the race. So look out for them, but I think this might be a possible record to go down. Now, just noting a couple other records that have slim outside shots, but that women's 1500 meters, of course, Genzebe Dibaba has that record of 3 minutes 50.07 seconds. Faith Kipyegon just ran 3 minutes 51.07 seconds, just 1 second off that world record. This may be tough in an Olympic final, but we can't forget about 2019 where Sifan Hassan ran away with that gold medal in a very fast time. Hassan likely won't be in this race this time for Kipyegon to draft off of, but Kipyegon is in contention. I think she has an outside shot. Also have to note the women's 100 meters. Now, some people might say that this is completely impossible, but check out the previous video I did about Florence Griffith-Joyner. I know that her record of 10.49 stands on the books, but I think that real world record is 10.61 seconds. And like I noted, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has run 10.63 seconds this year. So if she gets a good race, we know that she's a championship performer. So she might be able to get under that mark and potentially be the first person to really run under 10.60 seconds. Finally, we have to mention that women's 10,000 meters. The world record was actually broken on 2 occasions this year. Letessen Bekgede has the record now at 29 minutes, 1.03 seconds. But just 2 days prior to that, Sifan Hassan had set the record at 29 minutes, 6.82 seconds. Both these ladies are very likely going to be running this event. It's going to be tough in a championship setting, but like I said, slim chance if they're both together really fighting it out, we might see something special on the track. So those are the events that I think might see world records go down in Tokyo. Of course, we generally don't see this many records go down at an Olympic Games or a championship, but I think with the year 2020 having been off for the athletes, the Olympics being delayed, they have a lot of bent up anticipation to put some great marks down. So go in the comments below, let me know what events you think might see some world records go down. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and be back again next time. Thanks.